guys, welcome to EDUSPHERE podcast. I'm Resma, your host, and I'm also a third semester English education student, so I know exactly how crazy things can get this point in our studies. Today we're going to dive into a topic that I'm sure will resonate with many of you, especially those juggling the pressures of academic life. We're talking about the hectic life of a third semester English education student. With me today are two of my best friends, but also in their third semester. So this is going to be a very relatable discussion. Say hi, girls.
Hi everyone, I'm Dita, also struggling.
And hi, I'm Lintang. And if you are in your third semester, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Alright, let's jump right into it. So, third semester. Wow, I feel like it's really the point where things shift from I can handle this to okay, this is a lot. But but nobody taught us how hectic it would be. So, how's this semester been for you guys so far?
Honestly, this semester feels like it's on a whole new level. It's not just about the amount of assignment, but the complexity. The readings are more intense, and on top of that, we have teaching practice, which is super time consuming.
Yes, especially balancing that with other classes like psychology, courses related to teaching method, philosophy, statistics, entrepreneurship, and others. It's overwhelming to keep up with everything while maintaining a personal life. It's like, where do we find the time?
Yes, exactly. And the biggest challenge is how everything seems to overlap. Deadlines are everywhere.
Everywhere, guys.
Okay, so let's talk about the main challenges we faced so far. What's been your biggest struggle, guys?
For me, maybe I'd say time management because there's just so much going on. We've got assignment, lesson planning, practicum, and extracurriculars. It feels like a constant juggling act, and sometimes you drop a ball.
For me, it's the mental exhaustion. By the time we get to week 5 or 6, the mental fatigue is real. It's not just about physically draining, but also the mentally because you're always thinking about the next assignment or project, and it's hard to stay motivated.
Yeah, I completely relate to that. And and mental health is something we often overlook. The stress really builds up when we don't take a break, but sometimes it feels like we can afford one. So, how do you deal with that stress?
When I feel very overwhelmed, I try to take a step back. For example, I go for a walk, buy some yummy snack, or talk to my friends. And most of the time, just venting helps to reduce the pressure. And I also entertain myself by watching dramas, and it really helps me to feel less stressed.
And for me, maybe I'm a big believer in self-care. I schedule time to watch my favorite movies or do something completely unrelated to college, like painting or even just listening to music. It's important to disconnect sometimes, otherwise you'll burn out fast.
Yes, self-care is key. For me, it's about setting realistic goals for the day. I used to overload my to-do list, and when I couldn't finish everything, I'd feel guilty. But now I prioritize and focus on what's truly important. It makes everything feels more manageable.
That's smart. I think it's important to understand that it's okay not to have everything figured out. We're still learning and adapting, so giving ourselves grace is crucial.
True, I think as a student, we put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect, but we are bound to make mistakes. That's the part of the process. A little self-compassion goes a long way.
Yes, agreed. So let's talk about time management strategies. I know we all have different ways of organizing our schedules. What's work for you guys?
For me, I'm a big fan of to-do list. Every Sunday, I sit down and I plan out my week, and I break down big tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. For example, if there's a big essay due, I'll divide it into research, outlining, writing, and revising across multiple days, so it doesn't feel so daunting.
That's good strategy. I like using a time blocking method. I block out specific hours for each task and I make sure to include breaks in between. It helps me stay focused without feeling I'm drowning in work.
Wow, these are good ideas. I personally use mix of both. I love color coding my planner so I can see at a glance what I need to prioritize. It's a visual way to track progress and gives me a sense of accomplishment when I check things off. But the key is to stay flexible because, let's face it, sometimes things don't go as planned.
Yes, flexibility is important. If you're too rigid, you'll just stress yourself out more when things don't go perfectly.
Exactly. And one more thing, don't hesitate to ask for help, whether it's from lecture, classmates, or your friends, because we are all in this together. And sometimes just talking things through with someone can give you a new perspective or solution to a problem you're stuck on.
Wow, great advice. So, before we wrap up, what's one piece of advice you give to other students going through the same hectic third semester?
Take it one step at a time. It's easy to get overwhelmed when you think about everything at once. Just focus on what you can do today, and the rest will fall into place.
And remember, guys, that you're not alone. Everyone is struggling in some way, and it's okay not to have it all together. Take breaks and take care of your mental health and keep moving forward.
Wow, I love that. Thank you both so much for joining me today. I hope this conversation has been helpful to all of you listening. Remember, it's okay to feel overwhelmed, but with the right strategies, we can manage the chaos. Until next time, stay strong and keep going.
Bye
Bye bye.
Bye.